Antarctica, 2025. Outside, the temperature is minus 68 degrees Celsius. Inside, the world's most advanced ground-penetrating radar array has just mapped something no one expected. A structure so vast it rivals Manhattan, trapped beneath the East Antarctic ice sheet. Within hours, satellite uplinks are locked down, data servers go dark. A quiet message circulates among select agencies. Cease all transmission. Await clearance. The rest of the world never hears about it. But this is not the first time secrets have slept beneath the ice. And tonight, we uncover the forbidden secrets hidden under the Antarctica ice. They call it the Forbidden Continent, a place without a flag, without a native people, without memory. It is the coldest, driest, windiest desert on Earth. Yet it holds 70% of the planet's fresh water, and possibly our deepest historical record. Under its ice lies a hidden archive. Pollen trapped in frozen mud, microbes older than humanity, and sediments dating back to the dawn of multicellular life. But for centuries, Antarctica existed only as myth. Ancient Greeks imagined a terra australis incognita, a balancing land in the south to counter the continents of the north. They drew it on maps long before anyone saw it. The Persian astronomer Al-Biruni wrote of a white desert of endless night. No one knew it was real until 1820, when sealers glimpsed its coast. And then came the rush. Explorers, empires, scientists, all drawn by something they couldn't name. Imagine walking across Antarctica, not as it is, but as it was. 52 million years ago, this continent was covered in forests of beech and fern. Rivers wound through valleys where frogs croaked, where palm trees swayed in polar light. Fossils found in the transantarctic mountains reveal tree rings, leaves, even pollen from ancient rainforests. Core samples pulled from the seabed off Wilkesland show evidence of freshwater ecosystems and traces of DNA from species that thrived when the continent was warm. Dr. Johann Klages of the Alfred Wegener Institute said in 2022, "It was a green world." The ice we see today is the thin crust over a long-forgotten paradise. But something changed. Around 34 million years ago, Antarctica froze. The warm currents that had once bathed it shifted. The Drake Passage opened, isolating it from the rest of the world. Temperature dropped. Snow became ice. Ice became continent. And beneath that ice, life, history, and perhaps civilizations were sealed away. In 1958, while the world obsessed over the space race, an expedition discovered something even stranger. A mountain range buried entirely under the ice. They called it the Gamburtsev Mountains. Peaks as tall as the Alps, valleys as deep as the Grand Canyon, completely invisible from the surface. Scientists still don't know how they formed. They shouldn't exist at all. There is no tectonic collision here, no volcanic arc. And yet, seismographs reveal complex crystalline bedrock, ancient, continental, pre-Cambrian. For geologist Dr. Fausto Ferraccioli, it's a paradox. We are seeing a ghost mountain range, preserved like a fly in amber. It's as if time stopped down there. But the strangest part is not the mountains themselves. It's what lies between them. Vast, dry valleys sealed in ice for over 15 million years. Lakes of liquid water locked beneath kilometers of frozen crust, untouched by sunlight since before humans existed. In 2012, Russian scientists drilled through nearly 4 kilometers of ice into one of those buried lakes, Lake Vostok. The pressure was immense, the risk catastrophic. One wrong move, and the lake could erupt upward like a geyser. When they finally reached it, the sensors trembled. They extracted water samples sealed from the surface for at least 15 million years. Inside, they found 3,507 unique genetic sequences. Most belonged to bacteria unknown to science. Some related to extremophiles found near volcanic vents, others to species that survive on pure rock and darkness. One microbe, LD2-52, showed metabolic pathways that shouldn't exist in modern organisms. What does that mean? That life doesn't need sunlight. That evolution never stopped beneath the ice. And, perhaps, that ecosystems could exist on frozen worlds like Europa or Enceladus. But for some, the implications went even further. January 2025. Above the frozen continent, a new generation of satellites begins its watch. Europe launches CRISTAL, the first mission capable of measuring Antarctic ice thickness with unprecedented precision. NASA's ICESat-2, already slicing green laser pulses across the ice sheet, links its data to the European array. Together, these instruments create one of the most detailed maps of Antarctica ever attempted. Within weeks, scientists begin to notice something unusual. Not impossible, not supernatural, but strange. A series of anomalies deep in East Antarctica, near Dome C, one of the coldest and most stable regions on Earth, starts to appear in the combined datasets. The first anomaly is a circular depression, nearly 30 kilometers wide, buried beneath more than 2 miles of ice. Geoengineers recognize the signature almost immediately. It resembles an ancient impact structure, possibly millions of years old. If confirmed, it could rival the Chicxulub crater in size. The second anomaly is a heat flow spike, a warm pulse rising from the bedrock far below. Not volcanic, not active, but puzzling. Geothermal specialists debate whether it's caused by radioactive decay in the ancient crust or a remnant plume from a vanished tectonic boundary. The third anomaly is the strangest. A network of subglacial channels, liquid water moving beneath the ice in narrow, river-like paths where no one expected to find any movement at all. None of these discoveries are classified. None are censored. They appear in journals and at conferences, discussed openly by researchers around the globe. But the implications are profound. If the circular structure is an impact crater, it could reveal how Antarctica froze in the first place. If the geothermal anomalies are real, they may reshape our understanding of ice sheet stability. And if the subglacial rivers are flowing faster than models predict, they could influence future sea level projections in ways humanity is not yet prepared for. The world is not looking for lost civilizations in the ice. It is looking for something far more real, far more urgent. The clues to Earth's deepest past and warnings about its future. As the datasets grow, one truth becomes undeniable. The more clearly we see Antarctica, the more mysterious it becomes. If you believe history still sleeps beneath the ice, join us. Like, share, and subscribe.